This video is for class 8th computers. In this video, we will be studying the chapter app development. Now the question is, what is an app? The word app is an abbreviation for application. An application is a software designed to do a specific job. An app enables you to do something specific, like you can paint, draw, read maps and barcodes, take photographs, play games, edit videos, and do anything that the programmer have created that app for, but within the limitations of your device. Nowadays, everyone is having the smartphones, tablets, and other mobile devices. The small icons that you see onto your mobiles are the apps. Example of the apps can be Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, etc. Any game icon is there, that is an app. You simply click onto that app, the program get opens up and you can do the specific task that is that app is made for. Apps are designed to work on different operating systems used by the devices. An Android app is developed to work on phones and tablets which run on Android operating system. Whereas iPhone apps can be used on iPhones which use iOS. For better running of app, internet connection should be fast so that the apps can be downloaded easily from the Google Play Store on Android phone or through App Store on iOS for the Apple mobiles phones. Now we will see how many types of apps are there. Basically, we can divide the apps into three parts. Number one is the desktop app. These apps can be used on desktop or a laptop. They do not need a web access and run independently onto a computer. In order to run a desktop app, it should be first installed onto your desktop and laptop. Installed app is indicated represented by an icon onto a computer screen or within a start menu. Example of the desktop app can be spreadsheet, that is Excel, word processor, MS Word, Paint, Notepad, etc. The second type of app is the web apps. These apps require an internet connection. They are usually browsers based and stored onto a remote server. User can access them like any other web page and then install onto their computer by creating a bookmark to that page. So students, there are various apps which you install onto your smartphones also, which cannot be run offline. For running them, you need an internet connection. Example can be the Google Map or the Instant Messenger or WhatsApp also. If you want to send messages, you should have be on net. That means the internet should be on. So these type of apps are known as the web apps. The third type of an app is mobile app. These apps run on a smartphone or a tablet. The screen size is much smaller than the desktop or a laptop. These apps are usually smaller in size as mobile devices have limited memory. Mobile apps may come preloaded also onto the smartphone or tablets, or you can download it from the Play Store. Now we will see what are the different software that we can download onto the computer as well onto the smartphone or onto the laptop or onto the tablet, and under which category they fall. Number one software is photo editing. Photo editing software means in which we can edit the photographs. For desktop app, Photoshop from Adobe is a photo editing software which we can install onto the desktop or a laptop. Pixlr is a free editing Photoshop tool for the desktop. Second one, web app. Pixlr also provides photo editing software as a web application available. Sumo Paint app, which is a web app. Web app means if we are using these apps onto the computer or onto our smartphones, we will be requiring the internet connection. For mobile apps, we can download Adobe Photoshop Express and Mobile Pixlr onto the mobiles or onto our tablets through Google Play Store or from the Apple Play Store. Another very popular app is Facebook. It is web app and a mobile app. You can download the Facebook onto your smartphones and onto your tablet from the Play Store. And the last one is the Office Suite. It is desktop app, web app, and the mobile app. You can download MS Office onto your desktop. That is MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint. It is also a web app. Some of its applications run when the internet is on. And onto your mobile also, you can download Microsoft Office Mobile and Google Docs that allow you to work in Word, Excel. Kingsoft and Paris are also some of the mobile apps for office use. These mobile apps, we can classify them into two parts. Number one is the native apps and number two is hybrid apps. Now, first of all, native apps. Mobile apps are usually developed for a specific operating system and device. This is because each device may have different specifications, that is, like GPS, dual SIM, camera, memory, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or NFC. Apps are developed keeping in mind that device specifications are known as native apps. These native apps come pre-installed onto our smartphones or tablets. Suppose you have got iPhone 7 or iPhone 8. In both the smartphone, the specification is different. So they will be needing different apps with different specification, and those come preloaded onto your smartphones, and those are known as the native apps. Rest of the apps you have to download it from the Play Store. The second one is then hybrid app. Hybrid app contains the features of both web app and the native apps. These apps can be downloaded from the Play Store and installed onto our devices. These apps require the device to be connected to the internet. Hybrid apps can be stored partly onto the local drive and partly onto the remote server. Some hybrid apps can be operated offline. Example can be the Candy Crush. Some of the stages of it can be run offline, but after some stages you have to go online. That means half of the app is running offline, and for the rest of it you will be needing the internet connection. That type of app is known as an hybrid app. So the next topic is uses of common apps. What are the different apps that we are using in day-to-day life? Under this, first of all, comes the educational apps. These apps are for all levels of learning. Apps not only help us to learn new concepts, but also show us what is being taught in the classroom. Students of all age groups can access a treasure chest of data which can help us to familiarize with almost any topic. Educational apps are useful not only for the students, but for the teachers. Also, they are beneficiary. They are able to distribute the study material quickly, conduct tests, and grade the students efficiently by using these apps. So students, what is an educational app? An educational app is that app through which the students can gain knowledge. Through students can gain knowledge. Nowadays also you are getting the assignments and video lectures through our school app. So that is an educational app. This is an example of an educational app. Another very popular educational app can be Byju's. Another app is the social networking. In a world that is increasing social and open, social media plays a significant role in communication. Social media apps let us post images, videos, and other updates of our profile, which can be shared with anyone. We can connect with anyone across the globe easily via such apps. So social networking apps are those apps through which we can share our views with other people. Example can be Facebook, Twitter. These are all the examples of the social networking apps. Another very popular app is WhatsApp. All of you know what is a WhatsApp and what we do now WhatsApp. In this, we can text the messages, we can send the pictures, we can send the videos. This is a very popular app. About 1.2 billion active users are there in all over the world. This is a messaging app. Another app is a Facebook with nearly 2 billion active users all around the globe. It is a social networking site which allows its user the profile, post comments, and exchange their views, share links, photographs, chat, play games, etc. onto your PC or through your tablet or through the mobile phone. Another app is Twitter. Messages are sent through this app. Initially, that is restricted to 140 characters. This was due to the fact that on the earlier version of the mobile phones, only SMS you can do. With the advent of smartphones, we began to find this is an unnecessary hindrance. Twitter has now removed a restriction and allow the longer messages to be sent. There are some entertainment apps also, which we can download it onto our smartphone. One very popular app is Hotstar, through which we can catch up with our favorite TV serials, watch some sports or movie, etc. Another app is Gaana app, through which Gaana is there, Hangama is there, through which you can record, you can listen your favorite music anytime and anywhere around the globe. Another app is the Book My Show. Through Book My Show app, you can read the reviews of the movies, you can book the movies through this app. Some banking and finance apps are also there, which you can download it from the Play Store. Almost all banks have their own apps today. While banks have had their online presence for some time now, these apps can be quickly accessed and you can download it from the Play Store. You can check your balance on the account, you can open FDs, pay the bills, transfer your money, order a checkbook or a demand draft can be made using these apps. Now the question arises, how we can download these apps? The procedure is very simple. Mostly all of you know how to download different apps through the Google Play Store. So what you have to do, first of all, you have to tap onto the Play Store icon onto your device, and in the search option you have to type the app which you want to download it, and then after that you have to click onto the install button. That app will be downloaded onto your mobile, and then that app is ready for use. So looking at the different apps available at the Play Store is an amazing experience. Many different apps for various uses. like games, education, office work, social networking, and many more, may give you an impression that it is very difficult to make your own app. There are several sites which allow you to make your own app in a very short duration. So, what will be the requirement for development of an app? There are various sites, various apps are there through which you can develop your own app even if you do not know what is the programming. An Android app can be developed using the web-based development software. Some of the websites which offer this app builders are AppsBar at http://www.appsbar.com or Appypie https://www.appypie.com, and various other sites are also there which allow you to make your own app, or we can use an app builder and make our own app on our smartphone. You can find the apps onto the Google Play Store, and with the help of these your own apps very easily.